Columbus, Ohio, in the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Moyer. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be...
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Looking to throw, it's Pineda. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moyer. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finding an escape route. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Makes the grab, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Softened him up with a run, and now they're thrown. Finds his man. It's Wheeler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's still running after the move. He's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that.
Breaks into the open. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plows through the defense. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern.
Back to throw, it's Pineda.
Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in an early 4-point hole down 10-6. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Off play action. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Hard running there. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Hauls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Boilermakers are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Judovsky. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Pineda. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll keep it himself. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Buckeye. Oh, the fake young man looking for room. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. This offense has it with really good field position. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of...
Oh, he's got some space. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Pocket breaking down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. But the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking down the middle. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Judowski. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Running back searching for a hole. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
On the move. He's out past the 35. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Looking for a man, it's Pineda. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll do it himself. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It is perfect. Hold on just a second. First flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lost to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He's going to get loose. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Trying play action. Scrambling away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They go to the ground. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
And the Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the third. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Reading the option, it's Pineda. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Powers through the defender. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. Oh, better look out! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they swarm him under.
I don't think the defense was expecting run on that play. 2nd and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bring in the heat. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Makes the grab. It's Wheeler. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. It
breaks into the open. Oh, what a caught. Pass attack. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitchman. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Runs through a tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll try to do it himself.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the tailback. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. But
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this 4th-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And I think a lot of times on offense, you start to get first and goal. People are like, why do you run outside? You run outside because you want DBs to have to tackle, But they did a good job stringing this play out, not letting it get downhill, and making the tackle on first down.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for room, it's Perkins. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid tackle.
And when you're the defensive side of the football right now, at this point in the game, you know the game's over. They run the football. Listen, you're trying to still compete. You're putting other guys in the football game. This is our standard. We're not giving up yards. We're not going to let them break tackles. And I think the defensive coordinator finally has something to complain about.
Kick is in the air. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0.